Ante, at saka mahaba pa yung rason. So we accepted again the refusal to attend. Now we're supposed to have a November 13 hearing, but we decided to cancel it yesterday. Ngayon sasabihin na pupunta. Ano ba talaga, kuya? Di ba? So, ito formally sent po yung letter, an invitation. Of course, we appreciate the fact that the former president is now interested to attend, no? Malaki pong ano yan, dahil malaki pong maitutulong niyan sa Quadcom.
Talagang in other words, no, talagang propaganda lang, no, yung ginagawa nila, lalong-lalo na yung sinasabi nilang pag-attend sa committee hearing ng Quadcom, no. Talagang nabubudol-budol nga, no, yung ating mga mamamayan regarding sa kung ano yung kanilang mga sinasabing statement.
Thank you. Before we continue our press conference, I'd like to acknowledge the arrival of House Committee on Human Rights Chairman, Manila Representative Benvenido Benny Abante Jr. Thank you for joining us, sir. Okay, Bibian, are you okay? May I call on Lenesca Panti from GMA News Online?
Good morning po. Sir, yung kay former President Duterte also, he said that he had nothing more to say, to add, given his testimony in the Senate, the drug war probe. And he also said na wala na daw siyang pera para pamasahe. Papamasahihan niyo daw ba siya? That's how he said it, na wala na daw siyang pera pamasahe. So how do you respond to this, na he has nothing to add more to what he said in the Senate? So do you agree with that? And yung second na wala daw siyang pamasahe papunta dito?
Well, in fact, that was stated in the letter of Attorney Delgra. No? Sabi niya, he has nothing more to add, no? Dun sa Quadcom. Sinabi na daw niya lahat ng gusto niyang sabihin sa ano. And of course, we took note of that. No? Pero nga, mas maganda nga sana na sa kagustuhan ng mga mayorya ng membro ng Quadcom na makaharap at matanong direkta ang ating Pangulo, dating Pangulo. So, I think if the President would welcome that, we will appreciate, no? Kapag siya nag-attend. Yun nga lang po, nagkaroon lamang po ng cancellation ngayong Wednesday because of the reasons I stated earlier at hindi dahil sa sinasabi ng mga vlogger. Wala hong hindi ho namin pinakikinggan yan. Nababasa-basa lang po natin yan. Kung sa mga pamasahe naman, nag-usap-usap ang mga chairman. Ang pinakamalaking ambag ay si Congressman Dan at gusto lamang malaman kung ilan sila, no, so that we can also accommodate at ma-arrange din po yung mga accommodation.
And at the same time siguro we have to make it formal, no? I-formalize natin lahat kasi nga pag yung sa social media tayo nagsagutan, I think it will not be proper, no? At maliligaw po tayo. Especially yan, nagpo-pronounce sila that they will be attending. And it's not even coming from the president, di ba? So we are governed by the rule of law and we are governed by the rules of the committee. And I hope that kung talagang a-attend po ang presidente, now is the right time to notify the committee, especially November 21 pa naman yan, malayo pa, Thursday pa. So we have all the time, no, para i-prepare. Ang problem talaga, alam nyo, mahirap din naman po yung bukas maghihiring na po kami. Eh di somebody will accuse us that we are, kumbaga, binibreak namin yung own rules namin of the 3-day notice. Kaya sana po, no, ibalik na po natin yung tamang proseso para nang sa ganon we will be guided accordingly.
Chairman Abante.
Just lang sir, to add, yung sinabi niyang wala siyang pamasahe, it was a press conference. It was not a hindi siya galing sa vlogger. He had a press conference and he said na yun nga, wala daw siyang pamasahe.
Well, nasagot na po ni Chairman Ace Barberson tungkol dito. So, we're willing to chip in kung talagang kinakailangan. No? If really the President wants to come. Hindi namin siya pipilitin, no, according to his condition. health condition o mental condition, kami naman we would like the people to know that we have high respect for the former president, and we really want to to hear his side of the issue. Kahit na po marami siyang nasabi sa Senado, it's up to him actually. It's up to him. Hindi naman niya sinabi personally na pupunta siya. It was actually his lawyers who said it. So, it's up to him. If you'd like to come, very much welcome po siya.
Just like to add lang po no, on the first point. Kasi po, our only basis is yung letter ni Attorney Delgra. I don't know yet the sentiments of the former president. But when the committee invites resource persons, it's not only for them to have any unilateral pronouncements, but we also have questions. So pag sinasabi po nila they have nothing more to say, I think kami po sa committee ay marami pong katanungan. So we hope that they do reconsider. When he appeared before the Senate and he made those pronouncements, I think it left more questions than answers. So on the topic lang po, no, na sinasabi na they have nothing more to say, I hope that they could reconsider, take the invitation, and then answer the questions of our members. Yun lang po.
Thank you, Lenesca. Gab Lalu from Inquirer Online, please proceed with your questions.
Sir, just a quick follow-up. Kasi na-mention po yung advanced age ni former President Duterte. Pero if I recall, in one of the hearings before the Quad Committee was formed, parang pumunta po si former Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile, di ba? To explain dun sa CESA. May ganun din po. Parang kumbaga kung nakapunta po si former Senate President Enrile, bakit hindi makakapunta si...
Well, actually, yung ano yun, sa Committee on Public Order and Safety, when we started the investigation on the POGO, it was initially referred to my committee, and we invited the former Senate President, si Juan Ponce Enrile, and with all due respect with him, talagang siya po ang inuna namin because of his old age. And lahat na po ng mga questions that wanted to be asked about dun sa I think executive order number I forgot, 53 ata o 54 about sa POGO ay tinanong na po kay former Senate President, and after which ay pinayagan na po namin na makauwi po si Juan Ponce Enrile, and we hope that sana ganun nga din po ang gawin, no, kasi naman lahat naman po ng members dito, no, we just have to establish lang po dun sa hearing that kailangan po talagang ano po natin yung proper decorum, no, at sana walang uttering of bad words, no, para at least yung respect bigat sa di ba, respect din at siguro kung gano'n ang magiging tema ng ating pong hearing on November 21, magiging maayos din po katulad nung kay Senate Juan Ponce Enrile. And we hope that we will have a proper and dignified hearing on November 21 with the presence of the former president.
Para lang malinaw, yung aming desisyon to cancel the hearing ay kahapon po yon, Lunes, no? Lunes dahil po ang susunod na hearing ay sa Miyerkules. Pero last week pa ho, napapag-usapan namin yon dahil nga tuloy-tuloy yung aming vetting sa aming mga witnesses. So we decided na mukhang kukulangin tayo sa oras at sa araw para matapos natin yung interview namin dun sa mga gustong mag-testify.